Welcome back, everybody, to WPC playoffs. We've got Group A, DK versus Newbie coming up. We've taken over in the upstairs studio. Gods, Merlini, how are you?
Pretty good. Cast had a few games earlier. We've had one interesting game.
The one you missed. You missed out on it.
I watched it.
Okay, yeah, I had to get up. See Cloud9 in action. Cloud9 definitely showed up to do something different.
It's throwaway games.
Kind of.
Seeding is not terribly important, I feel.
It's not the end of the world, but it's still, it's single elimination playoffs. So if you meet IG or Alliance in the first round and you lose, then you're out.
That's true. I guess Cloud9 has to win out in order to secure a top 2 seed, which is pretty difficult.
And Vici was the easiest opponent, at least according to their results. Vici Gaming were 0-2, so who knows? We could be in for some ties. We could be in for C9 going 0-3 themselves, or maybe they'll bounce back and go 2-1. But DK versus Newbee, both teams beating Vici Gaming earlier today. So we'll see how they fare here. Yeah, looking forward to seeing these teams play. Been seeing a decent amount of Chinese Dota lately, as well as the European qualifiers Dota. Yeah.
DK won versus Vici earlier, but it was just Vici looking really weak. DK didn't play exceptionally well, but they played good enough to beat Vici pretty convincingly. And they did have a pretty sick Enchantress from Lanem.
Okay. And they're going to go back to Lam's Enchantress again, so... I remember seeing one of the stats for that game. He's like 80% win rate on Enchantress, so...
It's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
He played it very, very well.
What was so good? Just like ganking his rotations, or was it actually like just super farmed? Like what?
Well, no.
How would you describe like a really
okay?
good
So
Enchantress?
normally you get a couple kills with Enchantress with smokes. Okay, that's normal. That's, I would say, slightly better than average, because sometimes you just don't get any kills and you just feed and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
So that's your
those games.
But he also had like a very aggressive ward in the opponent's jungle versus Sand King, and he was able to keep the Sand King from farming. He constantly warded the stacks. He obs warded, they sentryed it. He went back there and sentryed it. This is like the dire hard camp closest to the top T2. So it's like a pretty risky position to be there as an Enchantress, and he always escaped unscathed. And on top of that, he farmed like a 21-minute Scepter with Treads and Urn. Okay. So he got a lot of farm, he got a lot of kills, he took towers, he prevented the other supports from doing what they wanted. That's like an excellent Enchantress. So he completely controlled the game, and it was smooth sailing from there.
I can't remember who it was that was saying this, but I mean,
maybe it was Banana. Oh, no. Never mind.
No, it was Lamb. But someone was saying like a good Enchantress, a really well played. I think it was maybe AUI or someone was saying like a really well played Enchantress can just win you the game in the first 8 minutes.
Pretty much did, I'd say.
Like single-handedly, Enchantress can win you the game if you do tons.
And everyone was just scared of him. You could see like the mid player didn't want to farm at all. He didn't want to go down his hill in case there was a smoke game from an Enchantress, and that's when you know you've done your job.
Well, we got Newbee versus DK. Newbee playing with a stand-in, unfortunately. I believe it's because Sancheng isn't allowed to play for them since he played for another team in this tournament. I'm not sure the exact specifics there, but
maybe it was Banana. It was actually Banana.
Playing Enchantress.
Yeah, it was Banana that destroyed Vici. Well, both Enchantresses destroyed Vici.
Okay, because I know Lamb played Enchantress. So.
I think Banana's was a little bit stronger, but they were both pretty damn potent. Right. So this is kind of a odd lineup, I'd say, from both teams. DK, there's like a lot of weird mix and match, right? Because Viper doesn't really do anything versus DK. We did see Viper earlier run in the safe lane by Newbee, kind of destroy a Clockwork, but that's about it. He can easily get Cyclone during Brewmaster ultimate. He can just get kind of ignored in team fights. And he's not your like best BKB hero, which is generally what you want to draft versus a Brewmaster. And then you have a Doom, which is very good to burst the Brewmaster. You have AA, who's not particularly great against anybody on DK.
Last time I saw Newbee do this lineup, I think it was the finals for the Mars TV League, and they didn't even care that Viper counted no one. They just, at 10 to 50 minutes in, they grouped as 5 and just pushed. Like, they had Hao playing safe lane Viper, Doom was in the off lane, and they had Moo on, like, some solo mid pushing hero. And it was just like, you can't fight their 5-man, although DK, they've got Brewmaster and Clockwork, so...
I feel like the Chinese teams play Viper much better than the Western scene and the SEA scene. Like,
the SEA teams picked the hero a lot, but I feel like none of them played it that well.
Yeah,
I remember Fear and Fog were hating on the hero, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't look very good.
They also have to draft for it, too.
Yeah.
Like, you have to put him in a position to survive. You can't, like... I don't think he's that great in the off lane, and he needs to get, like, some early kills, or at least be able to completely zone out a hero in the early game.
Yeah. Well, as for the rest of Newbee, they've got the Rubik AA support duo. This is something which you can easily offensive trialing with as well, although against Enchantress, maybe...
That's way too risky. You can't do it. You'll just get destroyed.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the last pick is going to be, if it's going to be a mid hero for Moo or possibly a farming hero for Hao. I don't think Viper has doesn't have to go mid. And that was where, like I said, last time they played him in the safe lane role where he just farmed it. He found like an 8-minute mech and just.
I don't think he should go mid versus Brew. I don't think he shuts down Brew very well.
No. Yeah, you kind of just trade farm a bit there. Brewmaster with the evasion and just Bottle Crow.
You can even Drunken Haze spam too if you're really worried about it.
Not that who do you send mid against Brewmaster? Not many heroes actually beat
Apparently
Brewmaster.
Troll does really well.
Okay.
Who else does well? I think a strong pusher like Pugna can do potentially pretty well too.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing really.
I think you need someone who can also spam out the wave, which Viper doesn't have. Like Brewmaster will clap out the wave,
yeah,
you want to be able to spam him back.
You need rune control versus Brew. Brew without runes is just your average solo, but with runes he's incredibly potent.
Well, DK's last pick, they need probably Burning Serum. Normally, Mushi does not play Brewmaster, so this may be a Mushi Clockwork in the offlane. They pick up Razor last, so possibly recognizing that they're going to have to fight nice and early on. I mean, there's no OD on the other team. I don't know. What do you make of this Razor pick?
It's mediocre.
Yeah.
It matches it up well versus Viper, but as you said before, I don't think Viper will go mid. And if DK wants to aggro try, you pretty much can't do it with the Shadow Shaman and Ench. So that means the Razor versus Viper matchup won't happen unless Newbee wants to draft a safe lane farmer, but they definitely don't have to. They have plenty of reserve time to think about a good matchup for their lineup. And Razor, you can, I guess, suck some of Doom's damage. He doesn't really... If Razor gets off his static link in his Eye of the Storm, you don't want to Doom him. You'll actually probably lose the fight if you Doom him after that. And even if you Doom him before, like, you won't be able to chase very easily because of the Unstable Current. He's still relatively tanky. He has a lot of strength. He has a lot of move speed, so he's not your ideal target. And then Brewmaster will just completely control the fight. So I think it's nice in the fact that he can shut down Viper potentially later. Like, Viper can't actually just stand there and poison everybody with Razor sucking his damage away. So... It's nice that they don't go one that's like purely reliant on attack damage though. Like let's say he's like Lifestealer. Lifestealer is terrible versus Viper.
Yeah, Viper and Doom on the other team. Like Lifestealer, it's one of the few carries which actually gets Doom quite a lot in a fight because he is very reliant on spells. Even if he's already raged, like you Doom him because it means he just doesn't get that second rage off and you can't use open wounds. So even not being able to get Infest off. But last pick for Newbie coming up soon, and we'll see what exactly they have in mind here in the. Well, their second game up against.
So it's safe lane Bristle, off lane Doom, mid Viper versus Mushi's Razor. So I don't actually know if they planned on giving Mushi Razor before the last pick from Newbie came out, but now that they know that Moo's Viper, it should be relatively easy guesswork from there. But Newbie could switch things up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think they have to send Moo mid necessarily, but I know for one thing Mushi doesn't play Brewmaster, so DK had to be planning on either giving the Brewmaster to Burning or Ice.
Oh, Mushi doesn't play Brew?
I've never seen him play. I mean, he could easily just go and prove me wrong the next day.
So was it Burning Brewmaster?
Yeah, Burning safe lane. It may be safe lane, but he could even go mid if they want to swap up the lanes, put Mushi safe lane. But that's like when they pick Invoker, they often were putting Mushi on the centaur in the off lane.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they do a similar thing. If they picked a Brewmaster and wanted to send it mid, they'd have to put Mushi onto the off lane or to carry and
it's a Burning Brew.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit unusual. Brew really needs levels, and I think he's okay in a safe lane, but he needs to make sure that he's in a decent matchup. And Doom versus Brew is definitely an okay matchup for Brewmaster. In the bottom lane, we'll see what
TP
Bristle?
from Ice bottom.
Wow.
He TP'd to the tower and just to plan an Observer Ward.
That's cool.
He's going to go very aggressive with this one, and
I think that's smart.
Yeah. The TP wasn't needed there. Newbie weren't looking to contest it, but you never know. Like, generally speaking, Radiant team do go to contest it, although this is a Radiant team against an Enchantress, and they want to contest the Enchantress's jungle mid.
If it blocks one spawn, you pretty much make your gold back, because it'll deny the opponent team one wave of neutrals, and it'll probably give you one creep of your own that would have been otherwise been killed. So.
And quite likely they'll have to use 2 sentries to deward it if they're not...
That one's really hard to deward.
Yeah. I like that spot. We'll see how run into them here. We'll zone them out, help them get these earlier wards down, and we'll see which spot they use. I really like the one on this little cliff here, which you can't deward without any flying vision. Or possibly putting them like a sentry up there yourself, but then you have to guess that it's there, so...
So Mushi's doing the right thing and trying to scout out where they're going to actually drop the wards and Banana. Looks like he will finally drop a sentry, but he did drop it from the fog, so DK will have that, or Newbee will have that going for them.
Yeah. Enchantress has 2 sentries. I'm gonna... Oh, actually, gonna come contest this. They get the deny on the Observe Ward, so they have the pull now, DK, available to themselves.
Easy 50 gold.
The battle begins.
Question is now, can he deward his big camp? And this sentry ward's pretty... I don't know. I don't know how this sentry ward works here. Lamb gets... Oh, just outside of range.
Wow.
BL. He's going for the double D ward. He can get this one, although he won't have vision, I don't believe, unless he walks really close or 10 goes through, so... Oh no, he sees it. There we go.
Pretty good.
Pray for Centaur luck. Let's get some Centaur RNG coming in.
Yeah, let's see. Well, did we introduce the lineups?
No, we haven't. Do you want to start?
Sure. We have Xiao 8 on the Doom for Newbee. We have someone standing in for, who was it?
Standing in for...
Sansheng?
Sansheng, yeah. This is, I believe, Lee. I'm not sure who.
Okay, well, Lee will be playing the AA. Hao on the safe lane Bristleback, supported by Banana on the Rubik. Yep. And then last but not least, we have Moo on the solo mid Viper and Burning.
A ton of damage, yeah.
But he's struggling.
Huh? We thought maybe Viper wouldn't dominate this matchup, but Burning obviously not a mid player. Really.
Yeah, he is not. I think you skill Drunken Haze at level 1 probably and just constantly spam it and just secure last hits by doing that. But level 1 Drunken Brawler is pretty darn good. But Clap doesn't really do anything for you unless you push out lanes. But level 1 Clap
weak.
is not your ideal.
You can always go Evasion level 1 as well, I feel is also better than Clap if you're not going Drunken Haze. With the
I think
guaranteed
you have to go Drunken Haze with Viper.
Okay.
It's really good for later fights too.
Yeah. All right. Well, on the Dire side, we've got Team DK. We've got Ice playing the offlane Clockwork. We've got Burning playing a solo mid Brewmaster. Lamb in the jungle on an Enchantress. Mud Golems for you, sir. And then finally, the top lane
Double
MMY
Mud Golems
on Shadow Shaman. Razor in the hands of Mushi. Sad life. No Centaurs. No mana burn creeps. Like nothing you can do anything with here. He got the Ghost. Like this is.
He
How
can
sad
stack the golem camp. I think he. Oh, there he goes. He actually gets another D ward, so that's good.
Had to buy some more sentries, but well worth it. You need that big camp, and he gets it before the 2-minute mark. Most importantly.
MMY scouting the top room, but looks like Xiao Weight's there himself, and Moo playing a little bit aggressively. He will actually kill the ghost himself, and Banana secures the bottom room. Just a regen though. Regen almost no effect at this point in the game.
We'll take it. Courier comes out and delivers Moo's boots here. So Burning getting a bit better on top of this lane now. He used his salve, and after that he got very aggressive on Moo, and Moo's actually. Gone for boots first, as you'd expect. Don't really need a bottle as Viper, but he's low HP because of this, so he can't actually really fight Burning as well now.
Have fun with that tornado, Moo.
Yeah. So, Burning, 10 CS, Moo, 12 CS. It was a bad first creep wave, but Burning's now, I'd say, even slightly winning the lane, even if he is kind of behind on CS, just because of the HP advantage that he's got. And he's got his bottle plus boots if he wants to buy his boots.
And Xiao 8 is just said, screw this, I'm going into the jungle.
Wow. Radiant offlane abandoning, while Clockwork, who's against a tri-lane with Rubik AA, is still getting XP and farm.
Well, it was because that Observer Ward got rewarded. Because of that lane's just like always on the side of DK. So Lanham will actually, did he pick up a creep yet? Oh yeah, he picked up the Wild Gun.
The Radiant supports didn't even try it. They didn't even have sentries to deal with their pull. That's really good. You almost have to have sentries.
Especially with an AA and a Rubik.
Yeah. Rubik stacked Ancients once, but like I guess that's for Bristleback. Bristleback can definitely farm that stack later on, so.
Lanham will pick up a Centaur. We may see him make a move with this first smoke. Moo actually getting mana burned a little bit, so that's probably really annoying for him. Nice deny coming out from Burning, and actually Ice. No. Without Rubik there's no way they get.
He's been playing really well. Like even when he's been trading hits with Rubik AA, he's never put himself in a position where he'd die. So Enchantress still gonna jungle, gonna farm up these Mud Golems and then hope for a better camp spawning. No ganks from him just yet. Moo in the mid lane has gone for the 2 points corrosive skin, early headdress for him. Generally I see going to second point in poison attack. Last time I saw Newbee run it, it was like a max corrosive skin by level 7 build. But wants that extra bit of poison damage harass.
Oh, Ice actually catches out Lee on bottom. Is he actually going to go for the kill?
He's got no battery assault. He went max
Never
rocket
mind. I got excited.
I think rightfully so. If he has battery assault, he gets a kill there. But I think this is the right build to go, considering he's against a tri-lane. Chances are you do not get kills against a Rubik. Anything Rubik AA plus any damn hero in the game.
Oh, they're about to smoke Lanham and MMY hooked up. They do have a Centaur and a Satyr Tormentor. MMY is level 3, one level in the Shackle.
Centaur's gone though. No Centaur.
This is an extremely difficult kill.
There's 3 heroes. Xiao 8 scouts it out. They're gonna bail. No, they're gonna go for the kill on Xiao 8, but Newbee's there with a shackle. Can get a multiple hero stun here. He pulls it back into Burning. Burning gets stunned underneath the tower. MMY gonna survive, but it's Burning who may go down. Banana, one more shockwave will finish. He shockwaves the AA instead. Oh no! He could have got the first blood. He gets the first blood anyways on the AA, but Lamb. He let the Rubik live there with that.
I think he could have gotten both kills.
Yeah, I agree. He shockwaved the wrong one. Now Ice does shop. He's got a rocket flare in 8 seconds. Hits Banana with the cogs. 15 HP is going to be perfect with this rocket flare. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Where's he going to fire it? Perfectly played. Finds Banana there in the mid lane. Gets his team a second kill of the game.
Now the max rocket flare pays off. Rubik was so close to actually being healed up. He had like 85 HP, I think, with a Tango. So if ISSS even waited half a second, I think that Rubik would have lived.
With 120 damage. Wow, yeah, that would do like 90. Yeah,
it was really close.
Okay. That was... that looked like it would go really bad for DK because they were running into 4 heroes were mid. Viper had 3 heroes sitting behind him, the Doom and both
The problem was Rubik wasn't close enough. If Rubik lifts the Shadow Shaman and tower, it's an easy first blood, like instant first blood on him.
And I also feel they should have actually baited Mu. Zhao 8 ran into them, revealing the smoke, so... And Zhao 8 was kind of alone. I don't know why Zhao 8 just didn't stay back hiding, like, near the tower. Like, stay somewhere here, let them go and Mu, and then you get 1 to 2 kills.
The support should be up front. I think Rubik should definitely be up front in that
Doom's got no slow or initiation. He revealed... Like, they could have just seen Doom and backed off, but... Hey, DK win the fight.
Well, looks like this will be an easy tower on him with the armor from the Wildkin and burning up top now. Looks like he's just going to go for a straight blink rush, no arcane boots.
Yeah. I like this build, especially with the bottle there. You can get your arcane boots later on, or generally, once you have your point booster, your mana's fine, but not just 1 tower. They want 2 towers, and hey, looks like they'll get 2 towers.
They want at least Newbee to respond to this.
Doom's got a tornado. He's doing the little jiggle. I love the Doom jiggle. Doom casting tornado is one of the best things.
Well, it looks like only Doom will have to be the one on bottom. Or on top, rather. So, that's pretty nice.
We've got Hao. So, Tread's Brace. He's good TP scroll. Can TP to some of the engagements should they happen near towers and other lanes. But I feel like farming Bristleback. Is this a thing? Like, do you think this is going to be an effective hero?
It's not bad. I don't think he gets like completely owned by Razor. Actually, Goo. You can't really Goo Razor.
No. You can spam your quills, but yeah, no. He hasn't even got Gooed yet.
I mean, what other carry would do well in this sort of situation? Like, I think most melee carries... yeah, I mean, even like a Gyro or Luna, they actually get crushed by
Mirana
Razor.
maybe would be something.
Mirana would have been pretty good for them.
I don't know. Spectre wouldn't be too bad.
Spectre would have been really good. Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage was banned, but yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay.
But I agree. It still would. It definitely would have been good here.
Phantom Lancer.
Ugh.
It would have worked.
Yeah, maybe. He's getting free farm down bottom. He's top of the CS next to the Razor, and there we go. Viper, sub 8-minute mech. This is why you pick Viper, just to go for those brown boots plus mech build. And now this guy's unkillable. Max corrosive skin with a mech. Viper's one of the most annoying heroes.
He really is, especially with Max corrosive skin. You're just like, ugh.
They are going for a 3-man smoke gank, so they want to go mid, and once again, AA sitting there, Rubik not there yet.
Wow, Razor didn't actually pick up ultimate at level 6. I think that's rather unusual.
I imagine it was a misclick, but I don't know, level 1 ulti...
I mean, Plasma Field, like level 1's already pretty good damage.
Yeah.
I feel like, so I think a 1-3-1-1 would have been better than a 2-3-1, but...
Yeah.
I don't know how early he actually picked up the level 2 Plasma Field. Oh, looks like they're wrapping around behind. Banana is dead meat.
That's an easier kill than the Viper there.
Oh! Wow.
One last Shadow Shaman right click. They barely get that kill though.
I guess Mushi had it.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Burning's got ultimate. He wants to go for this Viper kill, and I think with Primal Split he can get it. The static link's there. He wants to go on MMY. Moo trying to look for the return kill. He can pop his mech here. Cyclone on the Bristleback who TPs himself in. Moo's still alive for now. A couple more right clicks could finish him off. Mushi wants this kill. He gets lifted though. And Moo's still alive. He's still on the run here. Needs some more damage here. They killed the Fire Panda with the AA. Well played by the AA. Saving Moo's life and Burning now. He's going to be careful. He's bottling up and the chase is on.
Mushi is almost dead.
Wow, Mushi as well as Lamb. Mushi, one more Quill Spray gets him, and now Lamb, these right clicks plus 103 damage. One more Quill Spray will do it. Doesn't even need it. Maybe just a right click. There we go. Hao gets himself a kill. He wants MMY as well. MMY's got shackles, could use this under the tower. Needs to turn, does do so, but as soon as these shackles end, he's getting killed. Quill Spray, right click. Hao gets himself another kill. Triple kill for the Bristleback. That's why you play the Bristleback, and oh, he gets sniped.
Burning's in no man's land.
He's got no Primal Split. He's donezo.
Or a TP.
100% evasion, let's go. No. But he doesn't have his Blink Dagger. He's got 2k gold. Oh.
It takes him so long to kill him.
Yeah. Luckily for DK is they killed the Bristleback. Ice got a solo kill with a rocket flare that found the Bristleback and got him 400 gold as well as like a level and a half. He's now level 7 on Clockwork.
I actually think Mushi not having Ida Storm kind of really hurts him that fight. Because if they kill Viper, they don't take such drastic losses.
He's still not going it.
I don't know. That ulti is good.
It gives you like vision as well, like into fog. If assuming you're attacking the hero.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that too. And Viper was by far the lowest HP unit around. He was like sub 200 HP for a long time.
It lasts 30 seconds. Strike interval 0.7, so you're talking about what, 40 strikes at 37 damage apiece? That's ridiculous amounts of damage. You're talking about like 1500 damage.
Apparently the Viper did end up dying.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, he died and brought back in the end. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So they did kill him. It just took a whole lot longer
Yeah,
to
if
kill
they
him.
just kill him out of the tower, like, Panda doesn't need to throw his ultimate all the way down here. They chase him from like right outside the T1 all the way down to here.
They couldn't burst him down fast enough was the main problem.
I guess
there.
they probably didn't expect that he had max corrosive skin too. You gotta
Well,
respect that.
I mean, it's been the most common build, I think, out of these teams, so... Maybe just underestimating how much damage it can do. Not to mention the movement speed slow.
What? Can they kill How? I don't know.
Unlikely. With the primal, they've got Primal Split here. We'll see if they even use it here. How with that Bristleback Burning King on the front side here. We'll pop the Primal Split, but it's still going to be close. Boulder Toss is there, and How? He's going to turn around. He gets one kill. He's going to get a second here. Lamb is done for. How's not even going to die.
Kidding me?
The Vanguard arrives. Vanguard Dota, Benjamin Wu. Good item, or what?
This item is owning this game. Oh my goodness.
And Burning will have a mana for a clap in just a second here, but How's regenning up. He can TP soon, but doesn't he get away? He does avoid the Razor Plasma Field, and How? He's still alive. He's juking. He's going for a TP. Burning's going to clap, though. He's not going to get the kill. The crit's not going to be enough. Bristleback, less than 100 HP, gets himself out of there. 1500 HP.
Vanguard saves the day.
Whew. Never thought I'd hear the day that you'd say that, Ben.
Well, it did win him that fight.
Yeah.
That was absurd. I mean, I actually don't know why Bristleback fell off so much. I still think he's a viable pick. Did you see how ridiculously fat and tanky it was? Straight 3-on-1 with a Panda ultimate on him.
You don't want to attack Bristleback from behind. The problem wasn't the damage reduction, but it kept triggering his quill spray. So while they were attacking him, he's stacking these quills time and time again on these two squishy supports. Shadow Shaman and Enchantress both with 2 bloody armor. They didn't stand a chance.
Time to pick up Casual Bassi.
Yeah, no joke. I agree. If they had a Bassi there, I think they live.
Yeah, and they get the kill. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a big swing in Newbee's favor.
Yeah, but there is a mech up on Mushi on the Razor. He's still not leveling that ultimate. Got to question this build once again. And, what exactly is he thinking? It treads up on your Viper, who's now level 10. The scariest thing about Bristleback getting that double kill is he's now level 11, though. This is quickly becoming the ultimate raid boss. He's got Vanguard treads, 900 plus gold, level 2 Warpath. He is just going to be a monster. If he goes for like a BKB now, he is just king of the world.
Yeah, it's up to Razor, it's up to Brewmaster to control him in fights, but he also has to control the Viper. And this is pretty much with Doom not being at any fights. I mean, he's like been at the one in mid, but we haven't actually seen Doom put to use.
Well, DK going to go for a smoke here.
That's a big old stack too. Look at how he's getting even fatter.
Oh God, that is. And they still have the one ancient stack. They didn't stack it any further. They're going to run right into this Bristleback, and this is not going to end well for DK. Ice is there with a hookshot. Does he want to go in? You see that Bristleback? I don't think you want to go in. Burning gets Doom before he can pop an ultimate. They bring down the Ancient Apparition, but that's probably all they're going to be getting here. Maybe the Doom as well, actually. Bristleback being kept out of the fight. Great cog shoots from Ice. Doom's low. The Impetus will bring him down. Burning, no chance to get his ultimate off. Still doomed here. Now they get the static link down onto How. There's a Hex into a Serpent Wards here. How's going to be a bit careful, taking a lot of damage here. He's also had most of his plus damage stolen, but even with all that plus damage stolen, he's still right-clicking for some damage, not to mention the quill sprays. How gets himself a double kill?
He's at minus 147, but he's still at 50 damage? What the heck? How much damage does he have?
He had like 6 Warpath stacks, maybe?
That is absurd.
25 damage per stack.
Bristleback, good hero, man. Oh my goodness. How is going nuts?
This is as scary as a Bristleback gets. Holy shit, man.
The only thing scarier would be another Vanguard.
It's got 2k gold.
Wow.
I think you just want to go BKB because you're like...
Yeah, I don't think he...
you can just do anything in a fight. You don't get Cyclone, you don't get disabled.
You'll get Static Link, though.
Yeah.
And you still have to run. You can also still get Cog Block.
You just quills at this stage, but... Yeah, the cogs are being kind of annoying.
As long as they doom the Panda, I think they straight win the fight.
Sanjin Yasha time. Oh no, he sells it. He says, "Get Radiance, man." Oh, he gives Yasha instead. He's gonna get this. He's gonna go Sanjin Yasha, but decides the movement speed will do him some better than the Sanj.
Well, it gives him a little bit of armor too. Armor's nice, but
I think it's he's already tanky enough. He's got 1600 HP. Get the Sanj after. Another smoke. The exact same smoke from DK. Straight into the enemy jungle. They've got the Brewmaster ultimate. There's Doom back online, but no one at the bottom lane for DK to find.
And Doom also going for a Midas too, so he is not terribly high in CS, less than half of Vipers, but still can manage to farm up really, really well with that.
Well, looks like Newbee are rotating bottom. They've used Glyph. They want to defend this. Ice in a very sneaky position here, but he reveals himself into a creep wave. Zhao Weight's got Doom, and I think...
DK, if he gets a Doom on Burning, this fight is over.
Ice drops the cogs. Unfortunately for Howies, yes, he will manage to maneuver around them. Here we go. Doom available, not wanting to use on the Clockwork right now. And the heal's being used, the Nature's Attendant, to help cover the retreat for DK. Newbee bring everyone, but that's not that bad a thing, because they can actually just go for this tower now. They force DK back, and this T1 tower... Hard to defend for DK. They have got all their ultimates available, though. And there we go. Razor gets his Eye of the Storm.
I don't know if this is that hard for them. As long as Burning gets his ultimate off, they win the fight. Or they should at least break even, I'd say.
They've got Serpent Wards, they've got Clockwork who can hookshot himself in. Doesn't have his 4-staff just yet. Ice can get that. It helps him just 4-staff in, lock someone down. Well, hookshot in, 4-staff out to get himself back to safety. Burning's ready with a blink clap into an ultimate. We'll see. Your plan is basically keep this Bristleback cycling the entire fight.
I guess, but what about Viper?
Static link him, burst him down maybe. He doesn't... He's looking at HP with corrosive skin. That is kind of problematic. You focus one, you cyclone the other. Ice still hiding in these trees here. He hookshots in, he goes onto the Bristleback. How? Gonna be initiated on, he gets static linked as well. How gets thrown up in the air as well. That's giving a bunch of damage to Mushi. Great! Ice Blast comes in, Mushi's doomed up as well. DK are just gonna drop like fires. The Viper's still alive, and they're just gonna bring down some Primal Split Warriors.
Goodness.
4 dead, Brewmaster gonna be the 5th. He could maybe blink out. No blink for you, Burning.
What a play from Hal. Went there, took the hook shot. He was already turned around, and there's... If you try and initiate on a Bristleback this fat, that is just...
GG. No tier 1 towers down. Let's call it DK. I don't know. Well, there we go. First tower of the game. No towers down, and they call GG.
How's a Superman?
I don't think I've seen a game where there was 0... I mean, I'd call that 0 towers down.
I would say it's a good call from DK. I mean, they probably have like a less than 10% chance of winning, but when group stages don't matter that much, if this were like TI3 or TI4, like second game of best of 3, then maybe, but like in group stages, it doesn't matter that much. DK were just getting whomped. It's bad for morale.
They're like, these guys are just like, what did we just do to DK? Playing with a stand-in, too.
The stand-in played well.
Yeah, he played...
I mean, he was 0-2-6, but that AA ultimate at end just demolished him.
And in the mid lane, he kept the Viper alive by killing off the Fire Panda, like at the last second, really clutch. And
that was ridiculous. Man, Newbee is just looking so good. They are definitely the team to beat in, I'd say, all of WPC, all the 8 teams.
Burning looks confounded. Was it... I mean, a lot of it, I feel, was the draft. DK... I mean, they didn't play it that well, but I feel like the draft was just a bit weak.
The Clockwork has fallen flat a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
I saw Vici pick it up twice, and it just almost did nothing the whole entire game.
Yeah, they give DK... I mean, they draft, like, Clockwork... These heroes that don't do a lot of damage against 3 really tanky cores, like Doom, Bristleback, Viper. You need more damage to actually kill them.
Viper wins again. On top of that, they have, like, Rubik, too, with the Nullfield, and then they have AA that slows them.
Rubik even... I don't even know if he leveled up Nullfield.
I mean, probably not, but everyone's just so damn tanky.
Yeah, if the game dragged on, he would eventually get that, so...
A lot of times they pick it up early. I don't know if he actually...
Newbee are just drafting and playing really well, making Viper... To me, like, I've never been impressed by Viper until like, Newbee come along and start picking the hero more.
Yes, like, who do you go on? Doom, he'll just doom somebody, and on top of that, he has a ton of HP. He has drums, he has Scorchers. Viper, you don't want to go on. He's 4 corrosive skin. He has Mech, and Bristleback is just supremely tanky too, and you'll stack up cool spray stack. So it's a lose-lose situation unless the supports were out of position, which they were not.
Alright, well our next match is going to be a battle of some losers. We've got DK going up against Cloud9, both teams losing their most recent game. DK did beat Vici Gaming, but it's 2 big names, but Cloud9 we've only seen 1 game of. They went for a
Super
weird
Cloud
strat.
Fest.
We'll see what they do against DK.
So Newbee is looking really good. Like, they're probably going to secure first place in this group.
Yes.
After beating DK.
They're No, they still have to verse Cloud9.
They have to beat Cloud9. I don't think that's terribly difficult, but Newbee is just... I mean, they're ridiculously good right now.
Alright, well, we'll take a break. We'll have DK versus Cloud9 coming up. We'll get some good old Cloud9 Dota in the house here in WPC, the $250,000 US tournament broadcast by Beyond the Summit in English. Guys, stick around.